Yo, it's Crow, and we have another update in the Amaranth's fake Me Too saga. In order to, I don't know, financially profit with her new competing convention to the owner of Anime Matsuri, who she is halfway, half-assed Me Tooing. I mean, it's a little fucking silly, but basically, here's what happened. Amouranth went to my channel 10 days ago, said John, the owner of Anime Matsuri, had sent her inappropriate messages when she was underage over Facebook Messenger, right? Said she had firsthand info. Now, when she was asked to provide evidence of that, basically replied to John De La Rose and walked back the grooming claim. And said instead she was a child, and by child, I mean she is somebody who is a legal adult but was not of legal drinking age. I mean, look, had she have just said, hey, I misspoke, I would have been like, okay, look, maybe she made a mistake, right? But when you turn it from, oh, I was a minor, to, oh, I was actually just under the legal drinking age, but it's still basically just as bad. I don't even know what to say to that, other than, it's like, I mean, that's worse than brain damage. That's like you didn't have a brain in the first place, right? Anyway, so JDA said, she walked back her grooming claim, right? She failed to provide evidence, which, again, she still hasn't even shown the Facebook messages, which at this point shifted to inappropriate messages with a minor to a legal adult flirting with another legal adult. I don't know what you want me to say, right? But JDA said, like, she failed to provide the evidence. Then she responds to him and goes, nah, my words are the same. Screenshot them and juxtapose them in the video. You overreached with your sensationalizing the original comment. Then you backtracked. I don't even know how her brain came up with that. I really don't. And it's not like this stuff was posted, like 2 months ago, and she's just running in. I mean, like, this is like less than 2 weeks old, and like when she posts the comment, I mean, I don't see her shit for like 2 to 3 days, so she has plenty of time to like reply and fix things and everything, right? And yet she fucks it up anyways. I mean, it's actually fucking impressive because, again, from a business standpoint, Amouranth is very savvy. But from a I'm going to fake me to someone standpoint, she's actually really fucking bad at it. Like really bad at it. I get that's really good for John, the owner of Anime Matsuri, not John of John De La Rose, but like. It's almost like I don't even know why I'm talking about it, because Amouranth killed the story on her own, right? She laid out that this guy was a groomer and then walked it all back to now I just have a legal adult who literally sells her body on camera, complaining that she felt uncomfortable when another legal adult was flirting with her. I don't even know how to react to this. Like, I really don't. I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like accusing him of a crime, but it's not even that. It's not even that. And I can prove it's not even that, right? But just so we're on the same page, yes, again, this is her 10 days ago calling the guy a groomer, saying he was messaging her when she was underage, right? Now, she left another comment because I was like, Amouranth using Me Too for profit as she walks back grooming claim. Because she did. And I don't know how else to look at this situation when Amouranth is saying that, yeah, she has more information, but yeah, she's going to wait until her con is closer to dropping and then she's going to reveal it. I don't know how much more brazen you can be that you are doing this for a personal gain and profit. Right? I'm not talking about just financially, right? taking out the largest convention for anime in Houston and the second largest in North America, and then, basically taking over that venue. That would bring a ton of legitimacy to Amouranth that she really just does not have, because her fame right now is built off of, again, essentially being like a digital sex worker, right? I'm sure Amouranth would love to hit a plateau where she's invested in all these different businesses, right? And she has a legacy behind her name. I'm sure that means a ton to somebody who's already, hit that $1 million mark plus, right? That's how I would look at the situation anyways. It's the same as the other DMs I've seen from him. It's not criminal. I'm glad she admits that. It's just unconscionable. I don't think anything is unconscionable when it comes to Amouranth. I just to be fair, just to be completely honest. Asking to take out an underage person in DMs, which she's already admitted not to have that. Induce them with alcohol, which again, if you're talking about offering to take somebody out for drinks, which is what I think that those messages with her are, I'm pretty sure. But then she turns it into, he was actually asking to do that with kids. What a brazen bitch. I tell that is just so brazen. Then later playing it as a joke, unfortunately, won't result in an arrest. It's just proof he's a creep. I mean, if you have him messaging children with that, I've looked for messages like that on the guy, and apparently, people say he did it all the time, and the Ban Anime Matsuri group says that they have those messages. There's literally no actual text that I have seen between John, the owner of Anime Matsuri, and anyone identifying as a minor. That doesn't exist. From what I've been able to see online, nobody has it. The Ban Anime Matsuri group, which posts all the DMs that they get from accusers that provide no evidence, they don't have it, right? If it existed, I think that would be plastered all over the place. And it's not on their Instagram page at all, so I'm I don't think it exists. It's like driving around in a white van with candy for children. It's not illegal, but society should shun you. Yeah, no shit. I had a bad impression of him, but erased it from my memory. I had someone recently ask me if I had any run-in with him, and I went through the DMs, and there it was. I wasn't a well-social... You know what? That's bullshit. You're going to tell me that... you know what? It wasn't until somebody had asked me if I had a run-in with him that I decided to look at my DMs. Okay, Amouranth. My video, responding to her that drew her attention in the fucking first place, that was me reacting to the video of her reacting to Lio Convoy's video, which is I don't know, a little over 2 weeks old at this point. A little over 2 weeks old at this point, maybe if that. So it's in between watching Leo Convoy's video, the entire time she has this convention that she is planning on dropping to compete with Anime Matsuri, right? But only in between the time of her dropping her video, reviewing Leo Convoy's video, and my video where she calls the guy a fucking groomer, right? Somebody went to her and asked her if she ever had a bad experience with the con owner, and that's when she remembered it. That is actually fucking impressive, right? That timeline is fucking impressive. Amouranth, why don't you just work on your fucking story? You have all the time in the world. It's not like you flat out ignored everyone's request that you provide anything, and you're not going to do it. So why are you even replying to people? Because all this stuff is going to get saved. All this stuff's already archived. My videos are going to stay up. John's videos are going to stay up. You're right. I don't have the platform. What happens when somebody who does have the platform decides to jump in? It's all here. You saved it all. You've broken it all down for everybody. You even said that you're going to wait to drop this shit until your convention's closer to coming out, right? I mean, I am just I'm flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted. That's the best word when you're dealing with sheer fucking stupidity. God damn it, where was I? I wasn't a well socially adjusted person, so stuff like that was below the radar for me for more than a decade ago. That doesn't even make sense resetting in it for gain. I had no inkling of being on social media. I mean, I've already explained all the ways in which she can gain off of doing this, right? And she herself says she will not be dropping info until she's closer to releasing her convention. So I had no inkling of being on social media, and it was just a slimy guy whose DMs I never revisited until recently. Keep reaching, though, and keep signal boosting. I'm not entirely sure how to even respond to this, because, again, she jumped in on me. Just to be clear. She jumped in on me. All I did was react to this awful fucking video of hers, because the video from Leo Convoy, the accusations and the claim, yeah, they're really bad. The problem is it's not fucking substantiated, right? And that's all, right? The guy could be a creep, but like, I'll put it like this, as, again, someone who's had family members who have suffered from shit. Like, I want punishment to be dealt out. I want it to be taken seriously. But, like, this shit is not taking it seriously. This is making a fucking mockery of it. And Amouranth, like, again, I said already, you're on the level of a fucking predator when your story is that essentially you sat on this for like a decade, right? And my story is that you're willing to use victims of sexual violence in your campaign to benefit yourself. I don't even know what to say. Like, you're literally abusing people who have already been victimized for a personal gain and profit. Or as I said in my messages, like over here, and you can read what I wrote to this just awful human being, right? But in terms of like the memory whole thing, I was like, clearly you had such a bad impression that you happily returned every single year. Promote the convention to your fans every single year and didn't stop until 2019. Obviously, sleazeball creep who was perving on you and all these young girls, your friends, apparently. That's the other thing. She still, like, he was like trying to like flirt with like another like young person and wanted her to do inappropriate things with that other person, right? Forgot about all of that. And it all just got memory hold for what? A decade. But I guess, as with all things, that's also not your fault or your responsibility. If they got creeped and perved on, well, that's just on them, I guess. Seriously, I'm wondering where Amouranth thinks her responsibility ends in her fucking story of the events. Like now, it's, oh, I just forgot about it until I was watching the video where he was being called a predator. I didn't even think about it. I honestly cannot with people like this, right? Just it's disgusting to me that you would try to seek personal gain and profit off of things like this. That's something that I've really taken issue with the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, right? Because it is so blatant there, and it is so fucking blatant here.